Hello, everybody. I'm Jacob from Berg, and today I'm going to be reading Exodus 29 to 31. But first, we're going to talk. Sorry guys that I haven't been reading. Life kind of just, got in the way, and I have been lazy, of course. But Merry Christmas. And look what I got for Christmas Eve. I know you guys, if watching this, are probably watching on Christmas Day, but they let us open one early. Got a lamp for schoolwork and help me read better. So, what happened? So a couple weeks ago, my brother, he's been mentally ill for a while, right? Like, nothing new. But, basically, a couple months ago, he tried to kill himself, but this time he, Amira, okay, I'm gonna cut that out. Someone who won't be named, his girlfriend, kind of, decided to take a break, and he was not feeling the best, so I had to just help him for a while. Sorry guys, my feet are cold, having to throw these on. But, yeah, he wasn't feeling good, so I kind of take a break, kind of help him lock in, which I should have stuck to the word. I don't know why I ignored it. But yeah, I'm hoping you guys could help me, pray for my brother, and, just pray that he gets, mental help, and he realizes that the Lord is all he needs. Yeah, so let's get into our readings now. By the way, good luck to the Steelers tomorrow. Yeah. Am I looking built right now, though? Ugh. I don't know why my boy Juan messed up the hair so bad. Alright. Now let's see how this looks before. And now. Oh my gosh, that's low-key heat. It's gonna look crazy on camera. Okay, how far is this? It's supposed to look like I have super long nuts. This might be the most heat thing I've ever done. Do I look cool, guys? Alright, I can, put this right here, too. Okay, where's my water? Alright. Anyway, Tommy's feeling better, though. You guys remember this, right? Green. Hashtag airball. Okay. Exodus 29:31. Consecration of the priests. This is what you are to do to consecrate them, so they may serve me as priests. Take a young bull and 2 rams without defect, and from fine wheat flour, without yeast, make bread and cakes mixed with oil, wafers spread with oil. Put them in a basket and present them in it, along with the bull and the 2 rams. Then bring Aaron, his son, and his sons to the entrance of the tent of meeting, and wash them with water. Take the garments and dress Aaron with the tunic, the robe of the ephod itself, and the breastpiece. Fasten the ephod on him by its skillfully woven waistband. Put the turban on his head and attach the sacred diadem to the turban. Take the anointing oil and anoint him by pouring it on his head. Bring his sons and dress them in tunics and put headbands on them. Then tie sashes on Aaron and his sons. The priesthood is theirs by lasting ordinance. In this way, you shall ordain Aaron and his sons. Bring the bull to the front of the tent of meeting, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on its head. Slaughter it in the Lord's presence at the entrance to the tent of meeting. Take some of the bull's blood and put it on the horns of the altar with your finger, and pour out the rest of it at the base of the altar. Then take all the fat around the inner parts, the covering of the liver, and both kidneys with the fat on them, and burn them on the altar. But burn the bull's flesh and its hide and its offal outside the camp. It is a sin offering. Take out of the rams, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on its head, slaughter it, and take the blood and sprinkle it against the altar on all sides. It's just me, it's just like glitching a little bit. That's pretty good to me. Slaughter and take the blood and sprinkle it against the altar on all sides. Cut the ram into pieces and wash the inner parts and the legs, putting them with the head and the other pieces. Then burn the entire ram on the altar. It is a burnt offering to the Lord, a pleasing aroma, an offering made to the Lord by fire. Take the other ram, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hand on its head. Slaughter it, take some of its blood, and put it on the lobes of the right ears of Aaron, and on the big toes of their right feet. Then sprinkle blood against the altar on all sides, and take some of the blood on the altar and some of the anointing oil, and sprinkle it on Aaron and his garments, and on his sons and garments will be consecrated. Take from the rams the fat tail, the fat around the inner parts, the covering of the liver, both kidneys with fat on them, and the right thigh. This is the ram of ordinance. Ordination. From a basket of bread made without yeast, which is before the Lord, take a loaf, and a cake made with oil, and a wafer. Put all these in the hands of Aaron and his sons, and wave them before the Lord as a wave offering. Then take from their hands an offering from a pleasing aroma to the Lord, an offering made to the Lord by fire. After you take the breast of the lamb for Aaron's ordination, wave it before the Lord as a wave offering, and it will be your share. Consecrate those parts of the ordination, ram that belonged to Aaron and his sons, the breast that was waved, and the thigh that was presented. See, it's glitching again. Consecrate this is always to be the regular share from the Israelites for Aaron and his sons. It is the contribution the Israelites are to make to the Lord from their fellowship offerings. Aaron's sacred garments will belong to his descendants, so that they can be anointed and ordained in them. The son who succeeds him as priest and comes to the tent of meeting to minister in the holy places, to wear them 7 days. Take the ram for the ordination and cook the meat in a sacred place at the entrance to the tent of meeting. Aaron and his sons are to eat the meat of the ram and the bread that is in the basket. They are to eat these offerings, by which atonement was made for their ordination and consecration, but no one else may eat them, because they are sacred. And if any of the meat of the ordination ram or of the bread is left over till morning, burn it. It must not be eaten, because it is sacred. Do for Aaron and his sons everything I have commanded you. Take 7 days to ordain them. Sacrifice a bull each day as a sin offering to make atonement. Purify the altar by making atonement for it, and anoint it to consecrate it. For 7 days make atonement for the altar and consecrate it. Then the altar will be most holy, and whatever touches it will be holy. This is what you're to offer to the altar each day: 2 lambs, a year old. Offer one in the morning and the other at twilight. With the first lamb offer a tenth of an ephah of fine flour mixed with a quarter of a hin of oil from pressed olives, and a quarter of a hin of wine as a drink offering. Sacrifice the other lamb at twilight, with the same grain offering and its drink offering as in the morning, a pleasing aroma, an offering made to the Lord by fire. For the generations to come, this burnt offering, to ten of meeting, before the Lord. There I will meet you and speak to you. There also, sorry, I need to get higher up. Sorry if you guys can't see me all the way. Okay. So I will consecrate the tent of meeting and the altar, and will consecrate Aaron and his sons to serve me as priests. Then I will dwell among the Israelites and be their God. They will know that I am the Lord their God, who brought them out of Egypt so that I might dwell among them. I am the Lord their God, the Lord of incense. Exodus 30. Make an altar of acacia wood for burning incense. It is to be square, a cubit long, a cubit wide, and 2 cubits high. Its thorn of one piece with it. Overlay the top and all the sides and the horns with pure gold. Make a gold molding around it. Make 2 gold rings for the altar below the molding, 2 on opposite sides, to hold the poles used to carry it. Make the poles of acacia wood and overlay them with gold. Put the altar in front of the curtain that is before the ark of testimony. Before the atonement, cover that is over the testimony, where I will meet with you. Aaron must burn fragrant incense on the altar every morning when he tends the lamps. He must burn incense again when he lights the lamps at twilight, so incense will burn regularly before the Lord for the generations to come. Do not offer on this altar any other incense or any burnt offering or grain offering, and do not pour a drink offering on it. Once a year, Aaron shall make atonement on its horns. This annual atonement must be made with the blood of atoning sin, offering for the generations to come. It is most holy to the Lord. Atonement money. Then the Lord said to Moses, when you take a census of the Israelites to count them, each one must pay the Lord a ransom for his life at the time that he is counted. Then no plague will come to them. When you number them, each one who crosses over to those already counted is to give a half shekel, according to the. So D. Hold on, let me see how much that is. Okay, whatever. This is like right here. According to this sanctuary shekel, which weighs 13 gerahs, this half shekel is an offering to the Lord. All who cross over those 20 years old or more are to give an offering to the Lord. The rich are not to give more than a half shekel, and the poor are not to give less. That's my little brother Isaac. Sorry, guys. I gotta scratch it. Oh no, it's just from this. Receive the atonement money from the Israelites and use it for the money from the Israelites and use it for the service of the tent of meeting. It will be a memorial for the Israelites before the Lord, making atonement for your lives. Basin for washing. Once we get past this, it's like, I'm going to be so fast reading this. This is just like instructions right now. Okay. When the Lord said to Moses, make a bronze basin with its bronze stand for washing, place it between the tent of meeting and the altar, and put water in it. Aaron and his sons are to wash their hands and feet with water from it. Whenever they enter the tent of meeting, they shall wash with water so that they will not die. Also, when they approach the altar to minister by presenting an offering made to the Lord by fire, they shall wash their hands and feet so they will not die. This is to be a lasting ordinance for Aaron and his descendants to come, for generations to come. Anointing oil. Then the Lord said to Moses, take the following fine spices, 500 shekels of liquid myrrh, half as much, that is 250 shekels, of fragrant cinnamon, 250 shekels of fragrant cane, 500 shekels of cassia, all according to the sanctuary shekel, and a hin of olive oil. Make these in sacred anointing oil, a fragrant blend, the work of a perfumer. It will be the sacred anointing oil. Then use it to anoint the tent of meeting, the ark of the testimony, the table and all its articles, the lampstand and its accessories, the altar of incense, the altar of burnt offering and its utensils, and the basin with its stand. You shall consecrate them so they will be most holy, and whatever touches them will be holy. Anoint Aaron and his sons, and consecrate them so they may serve me as priests. Say to the Israelites, this is to be my sacred anointing oil for the generations to come. Do not pour it on men's bodies, and do not make any oil with the same formula. It is sacred, and you are to consider it sacred. Whoever makes perfume like it, whoever puts it on anyone, other than a priest, must be cut off from his people. Incense. Then the Lord said to Moses, take fragrant spices, gum resin, onycha, onycha, and galbanum, and pure frankincense, all in equal amounts, and make a fragrant blend of incense, the work of a perfumer. It is to be salted and pure and sacred. Grind some of it to powder and place it in front of the testimony in the tent of meeting, where I will meet with you. It shall be most holy to you. Most holy to you. Do not make any incense with the formula for yourselves. Consider it holy to the Lord. Whoever makes any like it to enjoy its fragrance must be cut off from his people. Okay, short chapter, Exodus 31. This will be our last chapter. Bezalel and Oholiab, Exodus 31. Then the Lord said to Moses, see, I have chosen Bezalel, son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, and I have filled him with the Spirit of God, with skill, ability, and knowledge in all kinds of craft, to make artistic designs for working gold, silver, and bronze, to cut and set stones, to work in wood, and to engage in all kinds of craftsmanship. Moreover, I have appointed Oholiab, son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan, to help him, and I have given skill to all the craftsmen to make everything I have commanded you, the tent of meeting, the ark of the testimony with the atonement cover on it, and all the other furnishes of the tent, and the table and its articles, the pure gold lampstand and all its accessories, the altar of incense, the altar of burnt offerings and all its utensils, the basins with its stand, and also the woven garments, both the sacred garments for Aaron, the priest, and the garments for his sons, when they serve as priests, and the anointing oil and fragrant incense for the holy place. They are to make them just as I command you, the Sabbath. Then the Lord said to Moses, say to the Israelites, you must observe my Sabbaths. This will be a sign between me and you for the generations to come, so you may know that I am the Lord, who makes you holy. Observe the Sabbath, because it is holy to you. Anyone who desecrates it must be put to death. Whoever does any work on that day must be cut off from his people. For 6 days work is to be done, but the seventh day is a Sabbath of rest, holy to the Lord. Whoever does any work on the Sabbath must be put to death. The Israelites are to observe the Sabbath, celebrating it for generations to come as a lasting covenant. It will be a sign between me and the Israelites forever, for in the 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day he abstained from work and rested. When the Lord finished speaking to Moses on Mount Sinai, he gave him 2 tablets of testimony, tablets of stone inscribed by the finger of God. So I think this was the last instructions. So now, is that funny, guys? That was just a trip. Alright. Look how dark it is compared to this. This is so good. Shout out my dad and mom for getting this to me. Alright, so tomorrow we are going to be reading Exodus 32 to 34. Please show up. Look at my eyes. Awesome. But yeah, I hope to see you guys there. Sorry about this. No run nose, and I don't want to run and get tissue. Have a good Christmas if you're watching this Christmas Day. Hope you had one. Hope you had a good Christmas. And see you guys tomorrow. Please pray for my brother, and see you guys. Bye.